Right, hey guys, it's finally here. Oh my God, I really can't believe that it has taken us such a journey. So many petitions, so many posts, and so many people, making hot air balloons and billboards and T-shirt campaigns. And I mean, come on, the what made this film happen was the community itself, and now it's time for us to just celebrate. And this film is not a film where we are watching because we like it. No, that's not the reason. We don't just like it. I mean, we're nuts for it. We're nuts for a film that was almost never made. We were nuts for a film that was never made, but now we're nuts for a film that was almost never made, and now it's made, and this is a time of celebration. So before I go into the new trailer breakdown, I want to look back at the old trailer very quickly. I've already made my little review on it, and as I've said in that previous video, I do not normally review movie trailers. It's not a thing that I normally do. I usually just wait for the film. I watch the entire film, and I try my best to make the review just right after the film to give the exact to give a proper expression of what it feels like. If I can't do that, I have to probably watch it a lot later. But I'll try to give the review usually right away. And there's a few reasons for that. It helps me remember the things that were most obvious to me, that hit me right away when I'm watching the film. So that's one very important reason. But another very important reason is also because I don't want to look into a film too in depth during the first impression kind of review. But then, if I really want to break down a film, then you gotta watch the film multiple times, because a lot of these film directors, they're not. They're not just making these films for fun. They have a lot of attention to detail, which is why such big budget studios are hiring them to make these amazing films. And be it a superhero film, be it some kind of a Christopher Nolan kind of mystery thriller kind of film, be it one of your old Tim Burton kind of films, with a lot more drama in it, be it even the kind of modern day Conjuring from James Wan. It doesn't really matter, but every film can be broken down as you watch it more in depth. So reviewing a trailer for me felt kind of counterintuitive, because for the fact that we'll never really know what we're actually getting. But I'm too excited, and this trailer is kind of like taking a sip of that incredible jar of wine that we have all aged over the last 3.5 years. Actually, more. I think it's almost been 4 years. Anyway, back to the old one first. So, just quickly looking through the old footage of the old trailer, I'm obviously reviewing this through HBOMax. You guys gotta support them. They made this happen. They really helped Zach. I mean, of course, we made it happen, but it is because of them. So first, we got to see a shot of Darkseid in all his glory, without the symbol, the Omega symbol in his chest. And this means that he's still a young Darkseid. He's Uxas, or Uxas. I don't really care how you're gonna say it, because no one really knows. And then, of course, we see his mothership behind him. And here he comes, takes a whack at something. Here's Superman screaming. We get to see this in the new trailer as well. This is the Hall of Justice. We all know that there's some broken down bits. There's a trident, there's a shield, there's a photo of Thomas Wayne. There's a few other things probably that I can't pick up through the dark black and white thing. You probably got to increase the contrast to see some stuff. There's obviously parademons flying around, and a Joker card that comes into scene. There's the kind of, it looks like a whirl engine, but a dark side whirl engine, because there's multiple ones. It's doing a lot more work. It's probably a lot faster or a lot more different than the way the Kryptonian ship works. I'm not sure if Darkseid's technology is necessarily more advanced than the Kryptonians. Now that's something that we do know, because the Kryptonians are quite advanced, and for the fact that Superman can beat Darkseid, just in in physical combat, and Darkseid is known as a god, right? Superman is not. Superman is just a superior being in terms of his evolution. So his evolution is powerful enough for him to beat a new god. Means that his race is pretty advanced. We have Wonder Woman coming to look at this arrow from Themyscira, and I'm not sure what this arrow is called, but it's shot by her mother, and this arrow is what indicates that a threat is coming. And after that, we get this shot of Superman in a little holographic interface created by Bruce Wayne to talk to everyone. And it doesn't look like they're both in the same shot. I'm not sure. But here we have some kind of window behind them with little light panels. And here we don't have those light panels behind Bruce Wayne. Oh, actually, we do see a little bit of those light panels towards the far left of Bruce Wayne. So yeah, it's probably somewhere in like some kind of a garage-like place. This is not the Batcave. I don't think so. And then we have Aquaman walking down, taking his shirt off, looking all hot. We have this shot of Cyborg playing what do you call this? American football, right? Rugby, and he's taking quite an amazing leap there. It's quite a leap, man. Ooh, wow. Okay, the snow looks amazing. The slow motion looks amazing. This is a tease for us to let us know that Snyder is in action in his slow motion, and it's nothing better you can ask for. There's someone here playing some street football, American football as well. And here we have Cyborg, just being upset that he can't join them because that will be weird. Yeah, that will be weird. Wearing a Gotham City jacket. And he's wearing a property of Gotham City jacket. And I'm not sure why he's wearing a property of Gotham City. But I don't think he's being owned by anyone. But this jacket probably belongs to his dad or something like that. Or maybe it belongs to him as a when he was actually a football player or something like that. And looks like he was representing Gotham City in some way. Superman's walking out of the black suit, out of what looks like his fortress of solitude. But here's the thing: I'm not really sure how this fortress survives, because if I'm not mistaken, Zod did what do you call this? Modify his original ship. So this is the modified ship that crash landed, and then this was the chamber that they will revive him out of in the Whedon's film. All right, the Justice League or whatever, and they probably revive him in the same ship. But it's impressive that there was a set of Superman suits somewhere within the ship. But maybe it was only accessible by him, or maybe no one just bothered to try to access it. But this is a completely different suit, and we'll probably learn of its properties in this film, because we know from the comic that the black suit is what allows Superman to regenerate his abilities, and in doing so, it also allows him to I mean, it passively allowed him to be stronger than he, supposedly originally was in his revival state. But I'm not sure whether there's a theory to that or something. I'm not too particular about it, because I just know that Superman is as strong as he needs to be for the story. But if they explain it, hey, that's even better. So here's Wonder Woman talking to some, what do you call this? I think they're school kids, but I don't know why this one's a lot shorter than the others. I think she's kneeling or something. I'm not sure, but she looks too tiny for this shot. She's probably kneeling, or she's on a wheelchair. I could be wrong, and I could be a really cruel person. But yeah, it looks like she saved them from the explosion or something. I'm not sure. This is a damage of the explosion behind at the back of her head. And then here's Barry Allen just smashing through some glass to do some flash stuff and save Iris. I think this is the new Iris, right? Car explodes in background. He's just casually there, romancing with this beautiful girl. And then there is Victor Stone slamming down on what looks like his own grave. I'm not sure if this is in his shock of the fact that he has his own tombstone named after him. Man, that is some terrifying shit right there. Like, if you find out that something a part of you has been buried away and the world thinks you're dead, but you're actually walking around looking like an absolute monster. That is terrifying. Be it mechanical or not, you are something else at this moment, and that's really creepy. The shot is really creepy. Beautiful shot, the shot that we deserved in the original Justice League as well. I think the reason Whedon took it out is because of this skull, carrying the protect and serve logo of the police. I think it was too creepy for Whedon, and he got scared and he just removed it. And then here is Lois Lane trying to live after the death of Superman. As you can see, she doesn't look her best, and Martha comes to visit her. Now, I know a lot of you fans out there know that this isn't the real Martha. This is, Martha Manhunter, but that at the same time, we haven't seen that in any trailer. Any trailer, right? So, while we may know things from drawings and whatever, we don't know if Zack followed these drawings 100%, right? Because Zack has the ability to make decisions by himself without needing to refer to the things that he told you guys before, or told all of us before. And not that he's saying anything or whatever, but at the same time, what I mean is that he has the choice or the flexibility to show scenes that he really wanted to and he didn't want to, and he could have made modifications to a level that was completely unexpected, and we will see one of those in the new trailer. So here we go, a nice sweet hug, and then there's a giant looking crab there. I have no idea why. Aquaman's clothes are on the floor. Thankfully, he's still wearing his pants. There's a trident. I think there's Mera. Oh, that's his mother's trident. He's walking back coolly into the water. There's Mera. I'm not sure if Amber Heard will be around after this, especially after the recent controversy surrounding her and Depp. But hey, I mean, that's the way the world works, I guess. Not everyone is a real superhero. So here we see Darkseid working on some kind of trinity with his mother boxes, and I'm not sure what you call these people. This his cult, his group, or something like that. They probably have some name, but we'll figure it out in the film. Here's the Zod in all his glory. This is a very creepy shot. I'm not sure what really happened there. Here is a terrifying shot of the Superman that's resurrected. Here is, I think this is Silas doing something with the mother box, and then for some reason he is blowing up. Right behind Victor, when he's saying no, we see what I believe is Steppenwolf. I could be wrong, but it did look like Steppenwolf. And then, yeah, whoa, this is a cool shot of Batman just coming down with his Batmobile. So, yep, Themyscira, there's an amazing fight that's going to happen. This time it's going to be a proper fight. Because, if I'm not mistaken, in the original Justice League, they did keep a lot of the fight footage, or rather the choreography between the Amazonians and the chase of Steppenwolf. And while it may not, a lot of parts may be cut or censored, we did get to see a bit of Zack Snyder's choreography, which is why the chase scene on the horse felt so amazing. It felt so energetic. It felt kind of similar to the reminiscent of the opening in BVS. BVS opening had an amazing scene, and same goes for all Zack Snyder films. I think their openings really set the tone, the pace, the kind of tension in the film, and it has been happening such because we really saw it in this beginning, but then again, it doesn't pick off like this right away, right? This thing happens somewhere in between. Like Steppenwolf shows up shortly after something happens, so we'll get to see that. Here is these three in the original film were not together. It was only Wonder Woman. So there's something else going on in the terms of the story. Yeah, oh, this is a beautiful shot. Look at this. Pow! What the hell, man? Like, dude, we're gonna see that action. I mean, come on, this is really cool. So, what I heard is that from some interviews that Zach was telling out that Batman has modified his gauntlets to, learning from the way Wonder Woman's gauntlets can deflect projectiles. He has modified his own gauntlets to be able to absorb these kind of blasts, and he's still Batman, so he's pretty good at fighting, right? So he'll be able to pick this up pretty fast with this modified gauntlet. So that's really cool. Here is what I'm really excited for. We know what Flash is gonna do, right? Everyone knows what Flash is gonna do, but we're just not gonna do. I mean, we're just not gonna know what exactly he's gonna do until we see it. Flash is definitely gonna time travel, but how exactly it takes place, how exactly it's gonna happen. I know Zach has been teasing a lot of things here and there, but man, I'm still so excited. Not knowing what's really gonna happen. So yeah, these three, such an amazing shot. We get to see these missiles. I'm not sure if that shot was finished, but I've seen it in previous where the missiles were still like all animated and stuff, and now it's like properly animated with its coating and its styling and its skins and all that. So it's done properly. Here we have King Atlan. I think that's probably during the war. Here's Cyborg saving someone. Flash doing his flash pointing thingy. And yeah, the league together, and this is a beautiful shot. And they Zach could easily CGI in another or two, one or two JL characters, and I'm pretty sure he knows that more than any of us do, because he's a genius, and he will continue making amazing films like this so long as the right people support him. So here we have a good, proper conversation from the real Justice League, right? Where Batman is giving this amazing motivational speech and the League is listening to him. And man, you can't argue with a speech like that when you get it from Batman, right? You can't. Let's go to the new trailer. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh boy. So I've watched this twice. It was a little late last night where I am, so I watched it twice and then I went to bed. I was too excited. I told myself I gotta just like get it out of my head, go to bed, because I gotta do this properly today. And yeah. All right, let's go, let's go. So here we go. So here we see Superman's shout kind of echoing this wave, and I'm not sure what this wave represents, because if it is, it can't just be his sound, right, of him shouting. I mean, of course it could be, but this wave could also be some kind of energy blast, because Superman is not a physical being like us. He's physical in another level, another superior level altogether. If you guys are close comic book fans, you will learn out that eventually there are versions of Superman that tells you that his powers don't just come from electromagnetic interference and solar power of the sun. It also comes from some levels of telepathy and telekinesis. And his telepathy is what allows him to hear extreme distances and pick out exactly what sounds he wants to hear. It's also the reason why he can actually resist projectiles without his suit getting damaged, because he's having some kind of very dense force field that is extremely close to his skin, and his Kryptonian suit is very tight for that reason, and it allows him to project his energy through his cape and his suit. And this is how his suit never gets damaged in a fight. So there were all kinds of theories that have revolved around Superman's powers, but none of them have been very exact. So I'm not sure if Zack is vague on them in these films, or he's just leaving it, to our imagination. Because there's so many versions of Superman out there that leaving it to our imagination is absolutely fine, so long as we can come up with our own theories to glorify this amazing, amazing character. So yes, this is the scene where Doomsday kills Superman. He's shouting, and we get to see. Wow, this is such an amazing scene, man! Lightning everywhere. It's so cool, so cool. And his wave of his shout is kind of booming. So this could be as you can see, it's the wave is kind of pushing, right? This smoke and all that, right? So it is a physical wave that is actually pushing things, but it's not destroying anything. Yet it can travel immense range. So it's probably a kind of sound wave. I mean, it's my theory that it's also involving telepathy, which is why it can reach these far reaches of the Amazons, of space and time, essentially. Which is why Lex Luthor says the bell has been rung, Steppenwolf is coming, because these superior beings have some form of way of detecting these waves to know that the god is dead. Ding ding ding. And here What on earth? Is this like the dome that's storing the mother box completely collapsing? We never saw this. This is the like I mean, this is a whole other level of what's happening. This is crazy. This is insane. And look at this. Wow, this shot. I mean, it looks like such a beautiful shot for a romantic film with the sun in the background, but we know exactly how horrible this is and what's happening, right? The land is turned into a wasteland. And here we have Diana walking out, holding the arrow, the extremely hot, searing hot arrow in her hand. And I mean, she probably doesn't want to leave it behind, but she's probably carrying it to show someone. Or maybe just take it back home because she can, why not, right? And here she is. I'm not sure where this is. I've no idea exactly, but it looks amazing. Where it's telling the story of all the forces of men joining together. You know, all the forces of mankind, right? Not just men, the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, and all joining forces. Even the Lanterns and the gods, right? The Greek gods, joining forces to fight off what's coming. And yeah, there's the premonition of Uxas all drawn in there. And this is Darkseid's army together with his trinity. And I am super, super excited for these two supervillains. Yeah, so we all knew that um, what do you call this? You know, Uxas is eventually going to get the Omega symbol, and there it is. You know, he's finally got the Omega symbol in his chest, and it looks amazing. It looks completely unique, completely alien. It is kind of reminiscent of Kryptonian tech because of the little silver lines, which is the way a lot of the Kryptonian tech look like. But nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. And then we have someone new. Granny Goodness. And the thing about Granny Goodness is that in Zack Snyder's panel, which he talks, I'm not sure if it's after a Comic Con or something like that, but there was a Zack Snyder panel where someone mentioned Granny Goodness, and he was like, "Yeah, Granny Goodness would be pretty cool. It'll be crazy." And I think he really took it seriously, and he actually made Granny Goodness. He brought her to life you know, in his new additional footage, or I'm not sure whether he already had it in mind. And when someone told, he was just trying to cover it up. Like he didn't want to say, "Oh yeah, 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 I already made her." Maybe he just wanted to keep it, you know, in the shadow. Maybe he had the idea. Maybe he had the elements of, you know, like the 3D objects of Granny Goodness, because you know these animators, these film animators, they are such amazing animators that they can animate 3D objects, you know, just like that, right? They do this on a daily basis. This is their life's worth of jobs, right? This is their profession. So they would have made 3D models of so many unique villains and characters, and then shown it to Zach and said, like, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this. And Zach's like, okay, why not we, you know, design it little bit different this way, a little bit different that way. And as they're tweaking it, they usually pick out what they like and put it in the film. So they may have already made this Granny Goodness, or this version of Granny Goodness, and not had her in film yet, until maybe now that Zack decided, hey, why not? I'm going all out. I would love to have Granny Goodness in my film. And man, she looks so cool. I hope she doesn't die fighting Black Widow this time, you know, in the lamest fashion. I think these three are going to kick everyone's ass, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I really want to see how Desad, Granny Goodness, and Uxas all come together. But Granny Goodness is someone we have not really seen much of. Like in this version, if you guys see in the comic, she's totally different. She's this huge, chunky, like creepy little thing. But here, it's she looks a lot more professional. You know, short hair. Yeah, yeah, I'm really excited. Wow. Okay, okay, let's just go on. All right. Wow. This looks amazing. This is Steppenwolf kneeling down to Darkseid, I think, communicating with him. I'm not sure if this is Darkseid or Desad just giving order. Because Desad could be, you know, the one giving instructions as well. We don't really know that. Here we see Steppenwolf without his armor. I think we see his face, right? This is his muscular upper face structure without his armor, and he looks He looks like a stone was brought to life. Like I'm not sure. It looks really creepy, but at the same time, he looks pretty cool. Like I must say, this is a pretty cool villain. Like his horns are clearly proper tusks like horns, which makes him even more menacing. Makes him like a charging bull kind of shape, and he has this little like things behind his back as well. When he kind of arcs down, you can see that there's like his two little horns. So here we have a fight in Themyscira, and this is definitely the fight to protect the mother box. And this time, I don't think Zack is holding anything back. So yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, this is definitely an R-rated film. Oh my God, I'm seeing stuff splattering everywhere. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a warning in the cinemas as well, and yeah, you guys, you can decide for yourselves if you want to bring your kid to watch this one, because besides the language and the violence, I don't think there's any sexual scenes or anything of that sort. So, I mean, there are a lot more violent movies out there with a lower rating. Like blood in general, of course, has been censored in a lot of films, but sometimes you see blood in films with accidents. Sometimes you see films of other culture like Tamil films, Bollywood films especially. They have a lot of scenes which depict violence a lot more intensely, and blood is like a very common thing in their films, and they don't really hold back, and they don't really censor those films and say that, oh no, we're going to turn this blood black color, or we're not going to show any blood. No, they show blood if people get hurt. It is quite a common thing in their films, and it's not really censored. So it's very pretty much culture in different places of how much blood you can show. But gore is a different thing. Like if you show someone's internal organs, yeah, that gets 18 right away in a different film. That's brutal violence. Especially the screaming and pain, those kinds of things are really brutal. But if you see someone get hit in an accident and blood is pouring out of their head and they're like, we gotta get rushed to the hospital, that's not already considered violent. So I'm not sure how much of violence there is in this film, but I'm pretty sure you can decide for yourself if you want to take your kids to it. You should watch it first, probably, and I know you'll want to watch again because hell, who wouldn't want to watch this film twice or thrice, at least, right? So, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Well, man, Steppenwolf's armor shining. Looks so freaking cool. I got a wallpaper this shit, man. Look at that. Whoa, dude, that's so amazing. I'm geeking out over this trailer, right? All right, Bruce Wayne looks so much better here. That's a beautiful shot of Diana deflecting the bomb. I'm not sure if the deflection is what destroys the building. And here we see more lightning from Steppenwolf's axe, which is what's creating this lightning. And here we see Aquaman blocking the axe that Steppenwolf is using to fight. And I'm not sure if he's using a trident to block. I can't really see it, but he is blocking it in some way. And here we see Cyborg. I'm not sure what he's preparing to fight. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't really I don't hold back when I review these things. Cyborg's facial animation looks really bad here. He doesn't really look well well molded into his cyborg structure. But you see, at the same time, this might not be the same in the film, the final cut of the film, because sometimes when the trailers are made, they're made really early on, and when they're put together for the footage of the trailer itself, sometimes the footage of the actual film shot has not been finished. So they'll be like, it's all right, we'll just go with it in the trailer. It's a very brief moment. People will probably just get over it when they watch the actual film. So to be honest with you, um, I mean, I can support that for whatever I say, but we won't know until the actual film comes out. But here, it doesn't look that good. Like his head looks a little bit out of position in the cyborg's helm of a head. So anyway, we'll see it when it actually happens. Yeah, it needs to be fixed. There's something a little bit wrong, but I have a feeling that this was made pretty recent because like I'm not sure when this shot actually was built, but his face structure looks a little bit off. So here we have Flash preparing to charge into Superman, I believe. Whoa, that's amazing. Look at the particle effects, right? I'm not sure if we had this detail and the cut that we unfortunately saw. Whoa, whoa! Is that Batman? Yeah, Batman's just blitzing through these parademons, man. That's crazy. Whoa, here we go, boy. And then, oh, this is amazing. Look at that. Steppenwolf jumping in shining armor glory. Diana casually dodging some shots from parademons to fight. Here we have Alfred. And I think Alfred is going to be a lot more involved in this film. Because he was a very involved character in BBS. He wasn't just the backseat Alfred that just does investigations for Bruce, or makes a cup of tea for him, makes his bed in the morning. No, 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 no. This Alfred was someone who is kind of he's a sidekick of Batman. He's a real sidekick. He's kind of playing in the role of the invigilator kind of role, and he makes sure Batman's doing his things right. He repairs some of Batman's stuff. He fights for him. He fights with Batman technically because he controls Batman's jet and all these stuff. I'm pretty sure he's a good trained fighter as well, knowing Alfred's backstory and all. And here, whoa, this all looks terrifying. Steppenwolf charging at you with blue eyes and Aquaman fighting. And then we have already seen this shot from the first trailer. We get to see this amazing shot. I'm not sure if we will have that same everybody knows music again, because I'm not sure who's exactly that was. And here we have Lois turning around again. Oh yeah, this is a new shot as well. Wow, this is amazing. Here we have more. Oh, did we get to see his face this close? Oh, all right, all right. Let's just see that again. Let's just see this shot again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so now we get to see his face. I don't think we got this the last time. We're gonna get to see his face a lot closer. And yes, he looks perfect. He looks just like the comic Darkseid brought to life. He looks amazing. He looks perfect. I think there's no better way you could have done that particular face of Darkseid. Oh, this is interesting. Um, so this was the photo that was in Clark Kent's casket, right? His coffin. When we saw it in the first version, he'll be holding onto this photo in his when he's dead and all that. So I want to see. Okay, here we see Cyborg. I'm not sure. I think this is in some kind of virtual world in Cyborg's mind. So in his mind, he still looks like the normal Victor Stone. So yeah, this is what I'm guessing. Diana reaching out for her sword, probably with the help of Flash, like we originally saw. Aquaman holding back a wave. This is gonna be cool as well. Iris West actually in the film this time. Oh man, there's so much Zack gave us this time. Why did you do this, Zack? Why did you do this? I mean, I was already losing my shit over the weeks that he's been like pumping stuff out, and I've been putting those up in my channel. And I'm not I have no intention to earn revenue or any copyright or whatever of that off my channel. My intention is because I want to be part of the build up. I want to introduce you guys to that build up via my channel as well, because I just want to show that my channel is excited, right? Because I am excited. I'm losing my shit here, and my channel is excited for this, and I just wanted to build it up together with the way Zach and everyone is doing. But all kudos go to HBOMax, which is why, as you can see, I've liked the first trailer. I'm gonna like this one because they deserve it, because they have made this happen together with Zach. And number two on trending is absolute nonsense. There are people out there who have no taste yet for proper aged wine is what this film is, because this film took years to brew, right? And the backstory of this film is what makes it even more amazing. So support their channel, give them the views, let people know that we want more of this amazing stuff. All right, here we go, here we go. Okay, here's Batman actually fighting these parademons for once, right? And yeah, he's walking home. Dude, this shot, when I saw it, my mind was blown. You can actually see Superman's telekinesis, his electromagnetic abilities of manipulating gravity, which is what allows Superman to fly. Superman doesn't fly out of magic, right? He flies because his solar powers give him the ability to control magnetic fields around him, which is what makes him invincible, and it allows him to manipulate gravity around him so that he can fly. But of course, some versions, Raider modified it to telekinesis and telepathy and all that. But we don't have to go into that extreme version of it. The simple version of him manipulating gravity is cool enough because we get to see it here. He's doing it again, and this is probably going to be the flight from Hans Zimmer playing as he takes off. Man, it's gonna be so cool. And here we have Cyborg. I think we'll see his face masking up shortly after that. Shot of I think what looks like Themyscira, Steppenwolf breaking into Batman's ship. And what is this? This looks so cool. This is a tank. Why is Batman on a tank? Oh my God, Zach! What are you doing, Zach? Oh my God, this is such a cool shot. And there's something behind him as well there in the background. I'm not sure what that is. That's so cool. And we're transitioning to Barry Allen talking to his dad, which will be really awesome as well. So I really want to know what's happening here, right? There's so many things going on in this particular. So the first one we saw was Cyborg, like touching the mother box and something's happening. And here we have Barry Allen coming back. I think from some other timeline, maybe, or he's just coming in super speed to push him or to pull him, or something like that. Here we have Steppenwolf reaching out of the mother box in the Atlantean's cavern, and there we have Wonder Woman fighting, Superman, Flash. All right, this is all just the build up, and man, look at this! Look at this! What on earth? Who is insane enough to say no to this? To say no to Zack? Look at this, guys. No one makes this stuff. No one in the world makes this. Right? We're gonna get something that we should be thankful we are alive to see. Look at that. Look at that. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. Man, this is like some 300 fusion. I think that's one we're gonna get, right? We're gonna get Zack Snyder's 300 infused into the Amazonians, pumping that 300 blood. Right, here we go. Batman actually coming down, an amazing shot. Aquaman jumping in, Wonder Woman jumping in, Cyborg jumping in, Superman. Boom. Man, that's one way. It's one way. I think that pause was just to tease us. Are you expecting someone else, Because he showed like Flash and everyone one by one. It just paused to let us know, like, hey, I know who you're expecting. Yep, you know what we're expecting, Zach. Wow. And then he gives us someone else wearing a SWAT squad jacket. And this, sunrise. I don't even think that's sunrise, man. That's something else is happening. Batman is standing next to Cyborg. That's definitely Cyborg in the background there. Wow. Batman is what he says. It's so awesome, man. This is so freaking cool. So, yeah. I think this Joker is working together. He's gonna help Batman to reset the timeline because his world is screwed. He doesn't have a world where he can play around and manipulate people and shit if the entire world is no more, right? So I believe the Joker is gonna work together with the League to set things back together. He is capable of that. He's insane enough to know, when to whose side to be on. Because he's always on his side. It's why he's amazing. He's such an amazing character. He's the Joker. He looks amazing here. Jared Leto. We need you back. We need you done right. Alright? Just let Zack handle you, man. Just let Zack do it. Just don't go messing around with anyone else, please. Just please. Yep. Rated R. Thank you, Zack Snyder. Thank you to the fandom. Thank you to everyone involved in making the film and making it happen. And thank you to HBOMax for releasing this. Thank you to the DC executive who agreed, and hopefully those who disagreed won't be there. Won't be around very long. And thank you all. I will be able to see this film. For that, I thank each and every one of you. It's truly been an honor being a part of this. Even if you support it by donating to, uh, you know, the Suicide Prevention Fund, whether you spoke out about this, whether you made a poster, whether you printed a T-shirt, whether you put it up on a billboard, whether you were the one that was flying the damn plane, whether you spoke to Zach, you spoke to someone about it, you tweeted about it, you texted, you put it on Facebook, you shared videos. Man, it doesn't matter. You were a part of this. And this is what it feels like to be part of such an amazing and beautiful time and movement. And this is a lesson to everyone, right? This is not about some toxic fandom or whatever shit with beating everyone and winning. This is about justice, right? And what better film for justice than the Justice League? I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Like, seriously, take care, alright? I want all of you, whoever is around, whoever is left, my condolences to those who didn't make it. These are very difficult times, especially with things that's happening around the world. So, for those of you who are still around to watch this, take care, and I'll be back to review what will be a great film, greatest, one of the greatest for sure, and I want to do it properly. Uh, and I've been staying away from movie reviews because I've just not been satisfied with the films that have been coming out. There were one or two good films, but man, I just didn't have the energy because I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this film review and then what? Wait for months for another one? I just couldn't. But I'm gonna review this film. Like, I think this trailer review has already been like what, 40 minutes. I'm gonna review this film for like it's a 4-hour film. I'm probably gonna review it in 40 episodes if I have to, and I'm gonna break it down shot by shot. And I don't care what anyone's gonna say because I won't be the only one who's doing that, and I know that. Adios, guys.